Hi friends, this is the last and final step of our Dia de los Muertos Sugar Skull designs. So step 1 was to draw your sugar skull design in pencil. Step 2 was to trace the entire thing with Sharpie marker and make sure there was line weight variety, which means thick and thin lines. Step 3 is to color with crayon. Now I love crayon because you can really easily blend colors together. I did some blending here, I did some shading with my heart here where I pressed harder on the outside to get a deeper red and lifted up the pressure on the inside to make it a very light red. My leaves here are like 4 different greens and I shaded some purple in there. So I just love crayons. It's so easy to blend them and to get different values. So I added all my color with crayon, and now comes the final part, which is watercolor. And why did I use crayon? Because crayon is made of wax and it will resist the watercolor. You're not gonna smudge it, you're not gonna smear it, you're not gonna wash it away with the watercolor. So step 1, I want you to add some value to your sugar skull. And that means I want you to kind of shade your sugar skull. So we're gonna do that with a little bit of black paint. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is get some black paint and I'm going to just paint all along the edge here of my sugar skull. And it's going to shade my sugar skull perfectly. And you go right over the crayon, you don't have to worry, it's not going to do anything. Okay, so you're gonna go around the whole thing. Because we are shading. I'm gonna go around the neck. And then if you find some spots that are not blending really well, you just get a clean brush and drag it across and it will blend right in. See? Clean the brush, drag it around. It'll blend it right in. Now my skull looks three-dimensional. Love it. All right, now I'm going to add a background color. And I actually trying to think what color I want. I think I'm gonna do yellow. Maybe like a yellow. Yeah. You can do multiple colors, you can do just one. Just be careful because it will blend in with the watercolor next to it. You can see my skull's kind of blending in there. I'm gonna use my bigger brush for this. This yellow is very fluorescent. And I think I'm actually gonna go right over my background with the leaves, with that yellow color, because remember, it's not going to erase any of your work. It's only gonna kind of cover any peekaboos that you left behind. Ruh-roh, some of my black is fading out. That's okay. It's okay, it's part of the watercolor process. It likes to mix and bleed together. So I'm going right over it to cover any peekaboos. Love it. Now, if there's anything else that needs to go get a little bit refreshed, you can go right over it. Like maybe I'll watercolor this heart because there's some peekaboos in there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Maybe I will go over this butterfly with an orange and a red to cover any peekaboos. Right, and the wax will just resist it. And it's just gonna make it look more colorful, more neat, more complete. All right. Maybe I'll wash and pick up some red here for the center. Ooh. And anything that pulls on the top, you can always kind of dab off. Let's see, is there anything else I want to do for my piece? I did do a lot of color on mine, so I'm pretty happy with it. Maybe I'll do some green in the background as well. Go over it and blend it in here. Fading from light green to yellow. I like that. The watercolor is just that final touch. And the only thing that should be white on your paper really is the non-decorated parts of your skull. I'm super happy with mine. I feel like it's neat and complete. And I cannot wait to see your beautiful designs.